I definitely know Robs are not fans of having to go against Pikachu. Like he should definitely be a thorn in the side. Like just so quick, that small frame. There's a lot of things that can make it difficult for Rob to really get in there and just kind of have his way with Pikachu. Like sometimes he can be accustomed to. But honestly, he'll have to do. He'll just have to do his best to find his footing. I mean, you gotta give a lot of credit to this Fried Rice guy. Like you saw it on the graphic we had there. This man, he's unranked. Like he's not even ranked, right? And he has made it this far in the bracket, just causing all kinds of disruptions. Like I mean, my hat's off to him, man. Like if they didn't know your name before this event, they damn sure ain't gonna forget it afterwards. So definitely something for SebPro to keep in mind.
And I believe it also said on his on Fried Rice's card that started like competing in 2020. So that's like
he's a newer guy, like super new. Like
very
he might have been in quarantine when he started playing. I don't even know. Like
yeah. So it's pretty crazy. So very interested to see this new blood kind of just like make waves in the scene here for the Oceania region. Already like he's secured a spot in top 8, already qualified for the regional finals as well. So we already know we're going to see more action from Fried Rice, but now we're getting to the point where we're fighting for that seeding, right? And a little bit of that pride, right? Like just being able to say you got first at the Smash World Tour qualifier for Oceania. That's a little something to be proud of,
And that's something I think still like some of the players who like aren't at the top upper echelon still really so appreciate, right? It's like, you know what? Yeah, sure, I like getting that seeded. Every time you have some prize money involved too, that's also great. But what about that pride, baby? What about those bragging rights to say, you know what, bro? Hey, congratulations on getting third. I was first. What you got to say to that? Whole lot of nothing, okay? And I eliminated your ass, okay? That's what it's all about. That's that competitiveness that I feel like is missing sometimes. So I'm ecstatic that these two seem to be duking out. And honestly, given that they're all SebPro, though, he is trailing a considerable amount. This has been all Fried Rice from the jump. Looking to get back down, but the interception from SebPro, that up air, going to have no problem dispatching Pikachu at that percent. That light little frame of his is going to do him no favors.
Yeah, even with the higher ceiling there on Town City, not enough. Got crossed up on the DI there. Rob up air, probably one of the harder moves. I won't say hardest, but like definitely one of the harder moves in this game to like know where and how to DI. And it's almost like most of the time it just feels like you're kind of guessing.
Well, when you can catch him off guard, it's just like
absolutely.
And that's exactly what we just thought.
Yeah. So obviously this Rob rolled pretty hard from Pikachu, as we've seen for the first two stocks. Seb did get DI mixed up on that down throw there. That's how Fried was able to get that Thunder on the right side there. So we'll see. I mean, the one great thing about like one of the bigger pros you have to take advantage of is, make it really hard for Pikachu to get that kill on you. Oh, and tried to get the spike, but he got yoinked down himself.
I think that I think he would super load that spike intentionally because he thought he was going to try and recover immediately, but threw the Thunder out to maybe catch Seb thinking, okay, maybe I can get the spike here. No, I feel like that was a calculated execution on that bait. Like that was really good on the part of Fried Rice. Hats off to him. SebPro got some work to do.
Oh yeah, absolutely, and that was a very creative reversal there. Even using the double jump as well to kind of like rise up with that Thunder, very necessary just because Thunder can be so laggy. Here comes the Nair Loops, doesn't completely catch that second wave. Might have been too much rage. Rage does affect those Nair Loops quite some bit. And okay, and with the quick attack, and probably one of the Pikachu's strongest tools, and why a lot of people think this character is, if not the best, like at least top 5. That quick attack, you can really get out of so many sticky situations where a lot of characters does not have that option. And like the fact that it crosses up shield as well, so it's like you get 2 zips, they can go in so many different directions, and you're crossing up shield as well. It's just such a good move.
Yeah, quick attack's insane. It's basically, I'm in a tricky situation, automatic reset. You know what I mean? Like I'm in there and then I'm out. Like it's one of the reasons that this character is just so strong. And still, even to this day, I'm surprised that we don't have even more high-level Pikachus. I don't know if people just don't want to invest the time because the character I think could be pretty demanding. But you wouldn't know that looking at Fried Rice. I mean, he played that like it was nothing. No disrespect to SebPro, but that JV2 stock does say a lot.
Yeah, the Rob might need to get shut down, and the Min might need to come out here. I've heard multiple Robs say that Pikachu is their worst matchup. Like, and they would rather fight Pichu over Pikachu just because like they can randomly like sometimes kill Pichu at like 50 or whatever. But yeah, like Pikachu, you have a little bit more weight and you're just like consistent. You have all these multi-hits and you just like really combo Rob and you put him in so many bad situations. T-Gel's also a really good projectile to pressure Rob where they like to go low with the gas, and if like then you start forcing them high, and then that's how Fried Royce is able to get so many of those thunder scenarios where he just like forces them high, the threat of thunder or like a fair. There was just so much threats that SebPro has to deal with when recovering, and usually Rob's not pressured that hard. Like, not a lot of characters in the cast. There are other characters other than Pikachu that can do that, but not a lot of them can do that. So it was rough.
My guy. That it was. So I mean, hey, all those reasons and then some. You can imagine could be a reason to switch things up a tad bit. But no, it seems like even after game, I mean, if you're SebPro, you're probably thinking like, okay, well, okay, he didn't have any percent on him, but it was last stock. And I do get the counter pick this time, right? So maybe he's kind of thinking like there's still some opportunity to really wait, what the hell?
And it is a game 5 set.
Oh my
so
god.
There is one more game. You can throw away one game, get a little more information before you really go into the gritty parts of the set,
Absolutely agreed. There's definitely some room for error still available. Town City is our pick. It's amazing.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's going back
to
the same stage. I'm very impressed with the confidence Seb has going back to Town and City after game 1. But game 1 was really close.
Yes.
It was a last stock scenario.
It really was. But the problem that I'm seeing right now is it's almost like the start of this game is looking even worse than that first game we saw. Now we're seeing, okay, he's getting a little bit of a pickup. And damn, he made me eat my words off of that great combination, just stringing that together seemingly out of nowhere. And maybe, boy, that's why he's thinking to himself, I still have full faith in my character, because no matter the percent I'm in, I might be down, but I'm damn sure not out.
Oh, Boyd's out. See you.
Oh, what the?
Oh man, this is a little quick guest appearance, but of course, yeah, Seb he's winning. This was surprising. I'm surprised he stuck with the Rob, and I feel like, oh yeah, that should be stock there. Yeah, even though you're super heavy, and that is something they did like kind of pseudo buff, right? Like the fair being a little bit more consistent. How did that grab? Wow.
All things considered, I mean, just the way this thing started, I thought might have been a quick wash in game number 2, but SebPro just, again, that 5 seconds that he was able of magic, he was able to string together on that first stock, completely changing the tide of this and really kind of putting Fried Rice more so on the defensive, has to kind of think twice on how he's going to get in, looking to string together some damage. But man, you got to admire SebPro using those down tilts, great defensive options, holding himself on the right side, not really giving up any ground. And almost it's pretty much a stalemate at this point. Nobody willing to overcommit for good reason on both sides.
Yeah, I present to you Rob Top, the hardest item to pick up in the entire game. I don't know why it's so hard. Like, the hitbox on it is so gigantic. But, yeah.
Why would you go out there? Like, I don't know what Fried Rice was thinking there. Like, obviously he's going to throw that up there. And you ran right into it. Pretty much just handed that stock. Pretty much consider that a birthday gift at this point. Sheesh.
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, the second stock was fought like well from Fried Rice, but it's just hard when Pikachu does not, like, when Pikachu has too much rage for those early percent loops. It's really hard for Pikachu to get like significant damage. That's where the character can find like itself a little bit inconsistent. But right now, no double jump. I think the Thunder would have been so good there. Might have killed, probably not. But oh,
damn! Give me assist.
Okay, call in the Rob Top, because, wow, that man had the up smash prepped and ready. You couldn't even see the top on the screen, all right?
The top,
you couldn't see it. He just knew he knew where the top was, and yeah, that up smash was perfect.
The only person who knew where it was SebPro. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. And that's the only person who needed to know, ma. Bitches, ma. That's it. Crazy. Great.
The return on the top, the investments came through, and man, SebPro get on the board with Rob, something that, like, I guess we kind of like made it seem like it was really hard, like maybe not impossible, but like I said, I've heard top level Rob say that Pika is their most hated matchup, or like they think it's worse, but obviously, like, maybe some other Robs play it different, they play it better, who knows, right? So I think Seb definitely coming out here showing that even though Rob doesn't have like the best matchup, against Pikachu. He's out here. He's making it work.
Exactly what it is. Faith in your character will take you far. And again, I was, as I was speaking to Void briefly, I was thinking to myself, like, the fact that he does have the counter pick, as well as knowing that it still went the last stock in that first game, he's probably not that down on his character just yet. And nor should he have been, because that was a great response that he had in that second game. And already kicking off the third, putting on 35, make it 46% of damage unanswered up until that point. But some easy strings from Pikachu, gonna easily make up that percentage deficit.
All right, this is like no shots at Oceania, but I'm gonna tell you guys right now, you guys should not be letting Pikachu go on Kalos. Like this is just some professional insight. Do not let Pika like madness against Pikachu. Yes, this is. I feel like most people will say that like this is like Pika's best stage, if not like one of best stages. You look like the platforms where they're at. It's so perfect for T-Jolt camping. Pikachu has a wall jump, so they can wall jump Thunder. And then on top of that, the wall stages are really good when Pikachu's in disadvantage because you can throw a bunch of T-Jolts into the bottom wall of the stage and they crawl up, and it's like you're pretty much calling in Doom missiles. Like it's broken.
Definitely not the stage you're accustomed to seeing Pikachu kind of get handed. Oh my goodness, great snipe there. Not enough to take out the stock, but certainly put Fried Rice in a compromised position. Oh, I thought that was going to be a pivot grab. Try and take him out with the up throw, but no. Looks like Fried Rice going to be able to get back on the stage, keep to this battle roaring, but that Nair is not going to do you any favors. See you later. SebPro, he's on it right now.
Okay, gonna jump, air dodge right out. And I definitely see, like, Rob is also good on the stage, right? And with the big blast zones, we can definitely see SebPro abusing the character's weight. You know, Kalos just has very, very large blast zones, and it's just a really good stage for projectile characters because you have a lot of real estate to work with. Like the stage is just large itself. The blast zones are large, so even heavier zoners can do well on this as well, and even just the platform placement. But we got the confirms on deck. The single hit of Nair 1, or just the Nair into the drag down right into the up smash. That's the crazy thing about Pikachu Nair. You want it at early percents, you want it at later percents, you can just confirm into either tilts or quick grab for combo damage. Ooh, or, oh my goodness, wait a minute, are you going to get off the stage and landing right on that platform?
That was a scary situation they found himself in there. Honestly, I wasn't sure if he was going to like commit to try and go back down there or what's happening, but right now just needs to get back to the stage, finds a way to get there safely. At back air not connected from SebPro, but SebPro, give him credit. He is applying so much pressure to Fried Rice. He doesn't know where to go, if anywhere is even available. My goodness, finding some saving grace, a little bit of alleviation on that left platform, but it has not been an easy fight for him to try and get some semblance of control back as those lasers come flying, the gyro going out there, and wow, what a parry. If he got that down there, probably would have been the stock.
Oh, absolutely. Right now, SebPro is looking like he is pretty accurate on these lasers, especially when they're fully charged, even bouncing them off the ground. He's got all the tips and tricks to hit all these shots, and it's really sick to watch. But we got Fried Rice with the max rage. Pikachu definitely a character that usually doesn't benefit too much from it, but I mean, at this point, they're both so high in terms of percentage, it's going to be hard. And wow, he goes for it with the tech!
Wow! I thought he was all but finished, but no, SebPro fully aware of his surroundings, using that wall to his advantage. However, will not survive going up top. There's no wall there, just doom and gloom.
Yeah, I was going to say, are we going to get both of our players to like 200%? If so, that's wild. Oh, the top coming through, and that actually helped so much in terms of percent. But this is the grab there. SebPro going to get away from all that pressure.
So this has been another 20% easily, if not more, but finding a way to just narrowly escape. 162 for this Pikachu. That stock on borrowed time, but the time keeps on ticking even after the laser follow-up. Wow, Kalos just really benefiting Fried Rice right now. I mean, it's not too often that you see a Pikachu 178 getting this much equity out of a stock, but he is making the most out of it. SebPro, what can you do? What is your response? How about that Nair? Same way he took out the first stock. Going to be the answer to the second.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Eventually that Nair will get the KO there. Unfortunately for SebPro is that it was at a very later percent, so you know, we see Fried Rice just rack up so much damage at this point. most of these trades usually not in favor of Pikachu, but with this lead, not too bad. Okay, we get the drag down into the down smash. Probably won't be enough here, but look at all this damage that is getting racked up on SebPro. Try to go low here. Don't want to give up too much control of the stage. Does not get the up smash on the drag. Oh no! I don't know if that would have killed. It was Rob, but like you're still missing out on a damage and the potential win, right? Like, oof. Roll, dash attack. Oh no! Oh man, this is looking. One more.
Oh my god! You don't have to imagine. See it for yourself, folks. The back air to clear it out. 146. SebPro got a stock, still got a chance.
That was a tough one to swallow. Not sure what happened there with Fried Rice. He had the nair drag down, and like I said, pretty much at any percent you get that nair drag down, you get any kind of follow up. So you know, I don't know what happened, but maybe he just kind of froze up there. But Seb is going to take complete advantage of that, and even though he was down like pretty much like 100% plus, he brought it all the way back, hit those confirms, and yeah, he got that back air towards the end, right at the edge of Kalos. With all that rage, is going to clutch it out.
There you go, man. And honestly, doing it in a matchup that is not favorable for Rob, so he knows the whole time he's fighting against Fried Rice that is an uphill battle, but still finding ways to rise to the occasion. Lost that first game, but bounced back convincingly in the next two, man. This is really good for SebPro, setting himself up to maybe take this set 3-1. We'll see what Fried Rice has to say about that, however.
Chat, you guys are wilding out, man. You guys are trolling, saying it's offline, but they're using an arena. Like, come on.
I'm reading, Ken. I'm just like, y'all.
True degenerate hours going on right now, right?
Oh, definitely on some demon time. I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you, but I definitely see some demon time in the chat, boys. I'm right there with you. Okay, see my DMs. Anyway, let's see this match right here. Game number 4. Back to Kalos we go. Fried Rice obviously not satisfied with that result, believing one of the stronger stages for Pikachu should have resulted in victory. We'll see if the run back can yield him what he's looking for.
Yeah, Fried Rice definitely. It was kind of like a tug of war in terms of momentum, and then towards that last stock, it felt like Fried Rice was really running away with it. We'll see if he can emulate that for Game 4, just to get this Game 5 going, because you already know I want to see this go all the way to Game 5. Back here out of shield, the T-Joe tries to come, but the beautiful tech, we've seen it from SebPro, DIing into the stage, but the spacing on that Thunder, I swear that neutral air was like just pixels away from hitting him, but the Thunder goes off, it gets the hit, and it takes the stock.
Just outstanding ability and skill right there being demonstrated from Fried Rice. Like, he was just like, you know what? I feel like I got the advantage right here, took it to the limit, gets rewarded with the stock, and now look at this, Charles, just easy, just looping him up, dragging him down, and just tossing him around a ton of percent, making 69 quite nice, if I do say so myself.
Oh yeah, that was a beautiful combo there. And ladies and gentlemen, the reason why Robs do not like this matchup, because that happens to them a lot. They just take a lot of damage every time they get hit. Pikachu, like, it's crazy because Rob has a frame 3 air dodge, which is like a standard air dodge. You're not going to have that frame 4 heavy air dodge, but just since he's so large, Pikachu's able to take advantage of that and get crazy huge strings onto Rob. But looks like we got SebPro striking back.
We do. SebPro obviously understanding just one game away from continuing on through this bracket. Meanwhile, Fried Rice, he's like, as you said, man, he's eager just as much as you are to get to that 5th and final game of this set. We'll see if he can do it. He has a hell of a lead to back him up, damn near 100% advantage. But we have seen some insane comebacks already throughout these matches. And I'll tell you what, the last match itself was crazy with SebPro. Can he make magic, though? Again, lightning strike twice. That's the question right now. 134 has to play this super cautious, and I think Fried Rice is well aware of that. But credits to SebPro being as aggressive as ever, Charles, really rising to the challenge and not straying away from the fight.
Still got to close out this stock. Kalos is very good for Pikachu, but there is certain weaknesses that Fried Rice will kind of avoid there. Getting the kill on Rob with the edge guard at around 150, not too bad, honestly, because, like I said, the one chance that Rob has in this matchup is if he can get to like that 180, just have it really, really hard for Pikachu to get that confirmed and, just kill Pikachu ridiculously early because of the weight. Obviously, you're going to try to abuse Rage for that, but the way Fried Rice has been playing, he's just not letting him set up that situation. He's playing so damn well.
And he is. And honestly, this is the kind of gameplay that you need to see when you're eager to get to a game 5. Like, just kind of play not with desperation, but with like the sense of urgency, and that's I think exactly what we're seeing. And it doesn't help either when you got Kalos as Pikachu. Like as you said, like there's just so many reasons why he should dominate this one. And you can honestly argue it was a blessing that SebPro was able to squeak out the last one, but I don't know if that's going to be the case for this fourth encounter. It has been all fried Ryce about 90% of this match. We are kind of coming down to the waning moments. Back safely, coming back aggressively too with that forward air. I like it a lot. Trying to catch the landing, but no, SebPro not giving it up for free. This up air, Charles, that was a big one. 129. Yep. Slim chance, but a chance nonetheless.
We've seen this situation before, aka literally last game. So you never can count a Rob out. This character is the defense is very nice in terms of just like spacing with Nair or just tops in general. But this character also has crazy 0 to deaths. This character also has down tilt as a boxing option. This character just kind of has a little bit of everything, or maybe a lot. But so
I was going to say you
be careful.
Point the list.
Yes. But the dash attack with punish is not enough. 190% on this robot. Try to snipe him out of the air with the thunder. The air dodge to get back. Wait a minute. You just gotta watch out. The up throw could do it. Yes, okay, it does.
I was gonna say if that doesn't put him away, then all right.
I don't know what will at this point.
Yeah.
The Monka S's will start coming out in the chat, man. It's just like get the Pikachu, get the kill. But Pikachu got the shades on the hat, looking cool. But we are here, game 5, like sir. I wanted. Yes. Please and thank you. I will be very interested if we see SebPro take it back to Kalos. They're both 1-1 on Kalos. Okay, so like earlier in the set, I said it was like, yeah, Pikachu would just like completely stomps on the stage. I can definitely see like the things Rob can take advantage of on Kalos, mainly those big blast zones. I think that's honestly a really big deal. That dash attack, he probably would have died on like almost a lot on a lot of other stages. That dash attack would have killed at that last stretch, but he like lived, right? And like it kind of gives Rob those like second chances with the size of those blast zones. So if Rob's able to get back on stage, we've seen how early Rob can get the KO on Pikachu, right? So
not about it. And I think too, like you gotta consider like just the fact that this guy's gyro setups have been incredible as well. So there was a lot of different ways that could have unfolded. But credit to Fried Ryce. Getting the lead, not letting it get away from him, and getting himself an opportunity to still win this set, because we have, as Charles said, a game 5 for you folks. Especially like earlier on in the brackets when we were seeing a lot of 3-0s. It's nice to see some game 4s and some game 5s really just kind of upping the ante for a lot of these players.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I mean, right now everyone's qualified, but you already know, man, we're playing for the pride, we're playing for the seeding, and that seeding is going to be a very big deal, honestly, going into the regional qualifier. So yeah, of course, here we are, game 5. I'm just very excited to see what stage we have here. I want to see where Friday wants to go. He instead opts for, instead of using the large blast zones that Kalos brings, he's actually switching it up, going into a tri-plat, and we're going on Yoshi's story, the smallest blast zone of any legal stage. So yeah, just extremely small blast zones. And the only other thing is there's still that wall, so Pikachu is going to be able to like use that. But we've seen Seb actually use it to survive a lot of Pikachu spikes, so maybe the wall kind of more beneficial for Rob, so he doesn't really have to worry about that drop zone edge guard as much.
Oh my god, bro, that was nasty. That was all happening off of a air. Oh,
can you make it back?
Make it back? He should be fine. Yeah.
Okay.
He doesn't have enough gas, but definitely had me shook a little bit. Nice, clean mix-ups though from SebPro. He's trying to put himself in a position to succeed, not doing a bad job about it. And Charles, I agree with you what you said about the walls and just like the tech ability and stuff like that.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I could definitely see that being super beneficial to SebPro here, but has to use that quick attack to go up. Ooh, that shield getting whittled down. Gotta be careful. Fried Ryce, he is under duress right now. Maybe trying to put some separation between them, but he can't even get himself back to the stage long enough to really make a difference. The mix-up, let me go in, let me go out, but still the stock remains. How is Fried Ryce doing it? No way he's trying to get. All right, I'm gonna say, Charles, we gotta look into that controller real quick. All right?
Yeah,
Man, cat bullshit is back again. I don't know.
This SDF is insane! Turbo button.
Spamming the turbo button. Oh my god, bro. What was that? Credits to him, though. I mean, he really went the distance with that stock. Unfortunately, though, ends up losing it, and SebPro really not worse for wear. I mean, 84%, yes, that is high, but still, he's going to be living quite a while. He ain't got too much to fear right now. That boxing game of Rob coming out, and look at what he's doing. He's pretty much cutting off Fried Rice's options and trying to corner him. Fried Rice finally, though, getting an opportunity to get back to the stage and maybe get some offense going. Gonna need it big time.
SebPro has just gotten so much out of the center stage control, playing it like pretty textbook, and it's just it's textbook, but it's clean. So
yes,
for me, always fun to watch, and just like the way he's doing this corner pressure from the center stage is so well. He's covering all these horizontal approaches that he's got, but the downer not spiking, not a chance for a tech, does get sent out. Is going to be able to make it back on edge and still just surviving here. He's almost an entire stock up. A Nair side B will definitely do the trick here, and we definitely see SebPro's counter pick like coming into play. It's just really coming alive.
Absolutely, man. I mean, you couldn't have scripted it any better thus far for SebPro, because he is really just taking it to Fried Rice, who, to my surprise, is he has had no answers thus far. Quick attack pops him in the air, but really just can't find any of those fatal glancing bros. Even the fair failing him in that situation, bro. That's how you know things are getting rocky.
Yeah, that's always a tilter when you're like down and you finally get that one kill move you've been like waiting for so long, and it just like doesn't work. But not too much damage will get tacked onto Fried Rice here. The dash attack will connect, and wait a minute, we might have some loops, but like I said, it's just hard to set up the loops with the rage. Really difficult, so you usually have to opt for like just some kind of double aerial, you know, like a full hop and a double jump aerial combo to like end it off. It's rough. Your damage output getting cut down this much because of the rage you have, and SebPro really just abusing that with the lead, because he does have that because he has the lead, so really just kind of snowballing out of control here.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, to Fried Rice's credit, though, I mean, every hit does add up. He is kind of creeping and crawling. There's been a few opportunities that SebPro might have had to close out the stock that he's letting escape him. And just like that, I mean, 1/16 for SebPro. This is still anyone's contest, Charles, and it sure as hell didn't seem that way about 20 seconds ago as Fried Rice connects with the forward smash to surge into the lead. 139. Can he go the distance right now is the question.
Yeah, and right there, Fried Rice just says, hey, it's my turn, and SebPro was like, wait, but when is it my turn? And Fried Rice is just like, didn't let him have his turn that whole entire stock, that whole sequence, but SebPro answering back with the forwards to air off stage to punish the side B recovery, and we have a dead even game 5 situation here on Yoshi's story at that.
Man came back from down an entire stock, 100% deficit. He has the will to win. I respect the hell out of it. The plan from the jump was working out for SebPro, but you know what? Not all plans, they don't always work out how you expect it to, and I think that's what Fried Rice is kind of displaying right now. It has been a complete turnaround. You see Seb just in there trying to get some hits to connect, but the counterplay at the moment from Fried Rice just too good. He is looking in a strong position to maybe take this fifth game, despite how it started out.
Yeah, and again, like just on these triplats, the center stage is so controlled. We see whoever just like has the stage control really kind of controls the pace of the game here. That isn't gonna be it. I don't even think like there is a tech where you can dash back and get the tipper. You should get the tech here, yes. And okay. SebPro is not giving up just yet, but this up smash will definitely do the trick from the confirmed. White Rice will take it over SebPro. What a comeback!
That was absolutely insane. Again, the man just trailing from the jump. It looked